April 29th, Dave, Linda, Gordon, and I aboard the Star Princess for 15 days to Hawaii. We had just completed a Mexican cruise of 10 days and had the boat to ourselves. We ran down to Fisherman's Wharf and got some water, and then the fun thing about being back-to-back is you're considered a passenger in transit and you do not have to go to the boat drill, so we had the front of the ship to ourselves for the better part of an hour.
Here's where the fuel tankers are that fuel our ship for the long voyage to Hawaii.
We had an absolutely gorgeous day, very clear and sunny, just a light breeze.
The boat was celebrating its 50th anniversary and lots of fun things happening. We went down for some lunch and then we got a new band on the ship this time. It was fantastic. They were called the Accent Band. What life is really We are getting ready for the sail away party, and here we are with Chase, one of the cruise directors. When you do a back-to-back like this, they like to spend a lot more time with you because they really appreciate the fact that you would do 2 cruises in a row. Here we David Hansen, and now we're getting ready to go up for the boat taking off. Leaving San Francisco is always beautiful, but it sure can get windy and cold when you get up to the bridge. Looking back at the Prrincess sister ship, and now we're going by Alcatraz. And remember what I talked about being cold?
Yeah, people always laugh at me when I bring my big bear of a coat. It's so huge and heavy, but boy, are they envious when they realize I was the smart one.
Look at Diane sitting here holding her ears and stuff. I mean, we were freezing and Linda was nice and warm. You can see the hair blowing all over the place. But we're getting close to that bridge now.
Well, my dad was
And since this was the first time that Linda and I have actually gone under the Golden Gate Bridge, we've been over it many times in automobiles and planes in the past.
Look how close the ship is to the bottom of that bridge.
It's amazing how close we got. I've never seen it so big before.
And here we are getting ready for some music time and some dancing. Here's Dave taking a picture of me taking a picture. Then we're going to get ready and we're going to go listen to the new band. We had a band that was not very good on our Mexican trip, and we sure were glad to get the Accent Band. They were fantastic. And look at this guy's cool drumsticks.
Boy, I sure was happy to get a new band. That last band put me to sleep.
If you put it down
Formal night. On the Hawaii cruise, they actually have 3 formal nights. And this is Jan, one of the photographers that took our picture. David and Linda and Diane and I. Upcoming here is Mauricio, our head waiter. We had a really fantastic team.
And they offered chocolate journeys for the 3 dress-up nights that were out of this world, decadent.
And after dinner, the captain was introducing the champagne waterfall. Everybody enjoys a glass of champagne.
This was one of the people that worked there. And here we are, back to dancing again. In the Dock of the Bay is one of my favorite songs because it reminds me of my Coast Guard days. On the dock of the bay, watching the side roll away. Oh, just sitting on the dock of the bay, wasting time. Oh, just sitting on the dock of the bay, wasting time. Dave and I are out on our early morning walk, 2.5 miles around the ship, or 2.5 times equals 1 mile, and Diane and Linda are out doing outside Zumba.
And look at those girls go. Look at them shake and move. Zumba, Zumba, Zumba.
And here is Madison, the cute, talented trainer of Zumba.
Right, we're going to Hawaii. Last month,
out in the middle of the ocean, but look at how calm and beautiful this is. And we're looking at the sea creatures. It's just gorgeous. At lunchtime, we would get to listen to the band play again. And here's my baby out sunning herself and swimming. The Explorers Lounge is our favorite place to go dancing.
on the dance floor, they'd play game shows, mostly trivia.
The captain actually did the preaching at Sunday service.
Our forgetfulness of you and the harm that we have caused to others.
A little mid-morning stroll around the ship, and then it's time to head out for lunch. Today I think we'll have hamburgers and pizza. And of course, a band to entertain us. Then a lazy afternoon in the sun. And then it's time to go to dinner again.
Oh, I'm full.
There's Mauricio making some cherry jubilee. And Dave and Linda hitting the dance floor. And Diane and I are taking a night stroll, and then we'll go back to dancing again. These are people that told us that they went on the ship because they watched our YouTube video.
That night was the King Kamehameha Festival, and we went down to the foyer and had a party with Fab and Beaker. And of course, we were laughing at Madison Barbie, we called her, the Hawaiian Barbie girl. Hawaiian music was played by Dave and Aloha, the music of Alua.
Here's Dave taking a picture of me, and me taking a picture of Dave. We like doing that. We're just a couple of goofballs.
They're so easily entertained.
friend of ours that we've been on for many trips, and there's Dave and Linda getting ready to go to bed and leave Diane and I by ourselves.
Wah.
Then they had a contest for the best dressed Hawaiian king and queen. And it's all Dave and Linda's fault that Diane didn't win because they weren't there to holler.
I wonder who her husband could be. Oh my goodness. Chase, Basil, you need to take one of these ladies each. And we're going to find out which one is going to be our queen. Do we think it's this lady here?
Yeah! Yeah!
This one here? One more time, this lady?
Yeah!
Beaker was all sad that Diane didn't win. Oh well.
We docked in Honolulu. Linda and I left for shopping, and the boys went to see the memorial.
After a short bus ride on the city bus system, Gordon and I ended up at the Battleship Missouri Memorial. What a fabulous place to go and visit the history of the United States. This is the ship that the Japanese surrendered to the Americans on after World War II.
This is the second time Dave and I went to see the memorial. This time we paid to do the deeper tour where we got to go in the guns and the engine room and all these neat places.
So while Gordon and I were waiting to go on our docent-guided tour of the bowels of the ship, we still got to wander around with our handheld headsets where you punch in the number of the item that you're looking at. For example, this is a picture of the gun turret and the 3 decks below. But while we were waiting, we got to play with the old guns on board, as you can see in these pictures.
This tells about the Japanese Zero that hit the side of the ship during World War II. This ship weighed so many tons it had a huge anchor on it, and you can see Dave here with the anchor chain.
The guns you see now are capable of throwing a Volkswagen, a 2,000-pound shell, 27 miles, and hitting an X in the middle of a football field? This is absurd! And now you're looking at the 38 caliber weapons on board. Now we're back into the war room.
And now here we are, starting our tour, and we're inside that great big gun. I forget exactly how many men it took to operate this gun, but it was a whole bunch, like 50 or so. And look at Dave's smile, man. He loves this big gun. There's how they sight it.
Missouri, we're loading a pistol.
Here we go. And action! Clear! Nice run! Moving over side!
So now we're looking down in the breech of the gun. This is actually one floor below where we were standing at the control room. This is where they load the shell, the powder, and pack it in. Now we're looking at the gyroscope that aims the weapon to make sure that it hits its target at 27 miles.
And there's the coffee room, the most important room. Now we're taking a tour through other parts of the ship. Here we are in the communication room. And from the communication room, we move to the main computer room. You got to remember, this ship was built before World War II, served in World War II. It was retired during the Vietnam War and then went back in service for the Gulf War. Here is the computer room and the big computer.
Course, so we'll continue on with the present course. Okay, now this is a ticket tape type of printout there. Okay, here's a computer, self-contained. Self-contained, can't be hacked. But then again, you can't put it in your back pocket. Okay. So this was installed during the 80s, all right?
And here we are in what's called Midway. This runs the length of the ship down in the hull.
I was the chief engineer on the Missouri from 1990 to 1992, and this was my office. It's called Broadway because this is the longest and the widest passageway on the ship. It runs all the way from forward of turret 3 to just aft of turret 2. One of the features of Broadway is this monorail. This monorail is used to move heavy equipment from forward to aft, between the main spaces, the main engineering spaces, all the way up to the next deck, which is the machinery repair shop and the electrical shop. In an emergency, every boiler and every engine can be secured or shut down from up here. The remote devices are located here. Fire suppression as well can be activated from here. This device right here is what will be used to activate the AFFF firefighting foam system in the bilges of the fire room or the engine. As you stroll down Broadway, your guide will show you what I mean. Please be safety conscious. Watch your...
We're now heading down Broadway, and this is one of the damage control sections. I don't know how anybody figured out how to do all these valves and stuff that they had in this ship. Coming up here is some of the surgical rooms they had. During a heavy fight, they would not be able to get men to the hospital, so they would use those surgical suites.
The movie that you're about to see is based on the movie Battleship, which was actually based on the USS Missouri.
Sir, just enough for a maintenance run.
It was filmed in this actual area.
We're scripting it what we could, sir, but it's not much.
All right, let's get her to sea. We've got work to do.
Roger that.
Okay, just say bulkhead. I need that round. We need to bring it to turret 2.
Sir?
Turret 2 is 500 feet away. How do you expect us to get up there?
No way, huh?
Works like a kid.
Bridge, main control. I got 8 boilers hot. Ready to rock and roll, sir.
All right, here we go.
Now we're entering my domain, the engine room. I was an engineman in the United States Coast Guard, so this part of the ship is partial to me.
Of water in the middle of the ocean, but the ocean has a lot of salt water, right? So we have a 3-phase desalinating evaporator, okay? And once it's the water is evaporated, the water will go into this here tank, feed tank, and there's going to be a suction gear, okay? And it's going to reduce the RPM down to realistic, maybe 202 or 210 RPMs. And the main reduction gear is directly rigged up to your shaft that powers your screws there, okay? Now, any residual steam will be turned back into water in this condensing tank here, and to your DFT tank, removes that oxygen from your water, goes back into your feed pump, the feed tank, and the cycle begins again. Any loss of steam or water through the process will be replenished with the continuous
engine. The steam generated in number 4 fire room is sent to number 4 engine room and transmitted into shaft horsepower for number 4 shaft. Number 4 shaft is the furthest outboard starboard shaft. Normally we'd run with 8 boilers on the line in excess of 33 knots, which is about greater than a little over 40 miles per hour. You could probably water ski behind the Missouri, but you'd probably have to have an extra long tow line. It has been shown that 15 knots is our most economical speed, despite the fact that we would burn about 108 gallons per mile. Also at 15 knots, it would take about 1.5 miles to stop the ship if you just shut the throttle and let the ship coast to a stop. The captain, knowing this, has to anticipate how far in advance he needs to stop or turn, and he needs to communicate that to the engine room so that we can answer his orders. So your tour guide will now be taking you down to number 4 engine room to show you how we do that.
According to the docent, when the boilers are up to full steam, it could be up to 125 degrees Fahrenheit down in the engine room. This is not a place for weak men. This is a place for the manly man.
For each shaft, 4 screws, 4 shafts, 4 engine rooms. Large throttle wheel here to go forward, smaller throttle wheel here to go astern. You have your engine order indicator here, and See if the bridge wants to go all ahead standard at 12 knots, you acknowledge it with this here red arrow, okay? Okay, all ahead standard at 12.5 knots is 72 RPMs. So you got the RPM indicator here. Either open up your throttle valve or secure it to indicate 72 RPMs. Hence, 12.5 knots. Okay, all right. Okay, we're going to head up towards the it's a fire control for the 5-38s, credited to bringing a lot of kamikaze aircraft down. You get a 54-pound projectile, and they can fire these guns at 15 rounds per minute, combined 30 rounds per minute. Very accurate, very deadly. Okay, and it takes like 26 men this here gun mount. Okay, this here, folks, is an analog computer. Okay. Takes all the information from your gun directors, location of the target, altitude of the target, speed of the target, the wind speed, speed of the ship, all that scientific data, rotation of the Earth, the circumference of the Earth, all of that goes all into this here computer. And this computer will create a fire solution. Goes to your vertical stabilizing element, which is sort of like compensates for the rocking and rolling of the ship. You have a key here. This is not called triggers, these are called keys. You have a manual firing key here for column C's, point and shoot. This is your alert alarm key to let people know, hey, stand by, ready to fire, okay? Unless you want to get blown out of your shoes here, okay? Now this here middle key works in conjunction with this here vertical stabilizing element. Pull it once, 4-second delay, 1001, 1002, 1003, boom, okay? So it compensates for the rocking and rolling of the ship. Wants to shoot the big guns. There's a friendly gunner's mate. Only one. Sorry, she's trigger happy, folks. Thumbs up, man. Thumbs up. Thumbs up.
They actually let you shoot the guns, or at least you think so. Here I am shooting the gun, and here is Dave. He's just loving it.
Wait for it. Wait for it. Here it is. Hooray!
You ready? Fire in the hole. Okay, listen to all the instruction. Mighty Mo.
Mighty Mo. Battleship. I'm standing on the battleship Missouri in historic Pearl Harbor, Hawaii. It was on this ship that Hopper's crew won the battle for Earth. Now, the action in this movie was scripted, but we should never, ever forget the real-life heroes who risked their lives protecting our freedom. The Battleship Missouri Memorial is a constant reminder of the sacrifices of these brave men and women. She served as the site of Japan's World War II surrender, ending the world's most devastating war. The U.S. Navy designated the USS Missouri Memorial Association, a non-profit organization, as guardians of this iconic vessel. Through the help of visitors, members, grants, and donors, they have been able to restore much of the ship, opening it up to tours and private events, but more importantly, preserving her for generations to come. All historic ships are reminders of our nation's history, and wherever they are, in or near your community, they deserve and need your support. For more information, visit USSMissouri.com.
So after we completed our guided tour with our docent, we were back on our self-guided tour with our telephones hanging around our neck as we entered into the crew's missile control room. This wasn't open on our last visit. This was very special and fun to see.
They actually put these cruise missiles on for the Gulf War, and after the Gulf War they took this out of service. And there's a Gatling gun. And this is the upper bridge where the captain would go. And this, during the, when they're under fire, is actually where they go in to steer the ship. And you can see how thick the steel is around this protective room. And then this is his bridge that he drives from most of the time.
What a gorgeous view looking out over the bow of the ship and the weapons. Hey, I get to play captain for a day. Uh-oh, here's the captain's ready room. See anything wrong?
These are the dining areas for the men. And here are the cruise missiles. And this was a wonderful day on the Missouri. Now it's time to get back to the ship.
Yeah, you know, I kind of miss the old dog, the ship, the Star Princess. Uh-oh, there's Gordon playing around with more guns.
And there's our girls coming home from shopping.
The ship terminal in Honolulu is really pretty. Great murals throughout. And of course, the famous Aloha Clock Tower. Beautiful night with the moon, short sleeves weather, walking around, and the lights of the city are absolutely spectacular.
Dave and Linda are always famous for their decorations, and everybody likes their door because it always lets them know which way they need to go.
Beautiful Kauai. We went to Hilo Hattie's, and then of course the island is famous for the beautiful chickens. The bears spent the day at the beach working on their tan, and that night they had a beautiful layout up in Horizon Court.
The next day we arrived in Hilo, and these pictures are Dave and I standing by the guns they have on the ship. They're called radar. They're sound guns, and they keep people away from the ship, pirates and stuff like that.
Hilo is famous for its big farmers market and craft fair bazaar, so we spent the morning looking at all the beautiful things that are homemade and island prepared.
They had beautiful artwork there too. It's on silver.
And the beaches were very pretty. The Old Town area had real old-fashioned Hawaiian architecture. We enjoyed that.
Then from there we went to Richardson's Beach.
This is really close to the ship, and it's a very refreshing swim. Nice black sand beach, good waves. It was really nice to get in the water after spending all those days at sea. Not exactly a snorkel destination, but a heck of a lot of fun all the same.
I got some pictures of some turtles, things like that.
Oops, there's one.
Come on, Dave, big chicken. Get out there with the women. Get out there with the women, you big chicken.
Diane likes looking at her toes in the black sand beach. We ran into these people at Richardson Beach who had seen our video on YouTube. They were from the ship also. It's fun to find people that see us on the YouTube. And here we are back on the ship, getting ready to head out for Maui tomorrow. I always loved this port. This port is a beautiful port.
Brought our Mexican head waiter some jalapeno spam.
That night was a disco deck party in celebration of the 50 years of Prrincess. It was just like being on Prrincess 50 years ago. They called it the Love Boat Disco Deck Party. Lots of fun.
At Maui, you have to tender in because they don't dock at a pier, so you take the little boats, and it's really fun coming into Lahaina.
We picked up our rent-a-car and then went to our favorite beach. It's called Old Airport Beach. The snorkeling there is absolutely fantastic. The fish are really great. There's a couple of big fish right there.
Oh, I think it's a whale.
No, it's not a whale. Maybe it's a shark. This is one of our mile markers that we use to navigate this cove. It's about a 2-mile long stretch of coral.
The reef there is plentiful with a lot of the Hawaiian fish, and the state fish is the humu humu nuku nuku apawa'a, which is a triggerfish, and it has a very colorful body.
This is an eel that we saw. These trumpet fish are really neat.
Out and having a bite to eat at the picnic tables. Really nice area, covered, good showers, just nice. Went for shopping afterwards, and then as we went back to the boat, there was an incredibly long line to get on.
It's always so beautiful looking at the West Maui Mountains, but now it's time to start getting ready for dinner.
She's
On the way to dinner, we watched the last boats come in. All aboard, and then a 4-day trip to Ensenada. Mauricio meeting us for dinner, our head waiter. After dinner, we went up and watched as we went around Maui and headed out towards Ensenada. Beautiful sunsets and goodbye Maui. Next we went to watch Dave from Alua play with the ship's band.
More entertainment that evening was rock and roll night down in the Explorers Lounge. Every sea day there's a Zumba class. This will be the last outdoor one, but I always go to pay for the sins of dessert the night prior.
After lunch, a nice walk around the ship.
The wake off the bow is always so beautiful. The splash is fun. Sunny, lazy afternoon on the ship outside, just enjoying some sort of reggae calypso music.
Ted and Terry are all dressed up in their Hawaiian wares. Here's Diane and I with the captain at the Captain Circle party. This is a party they have on board for Gold, Platinum, and Elite. We always love to go to these. We love to dance. Lots of fun.
Gordon was very drawn to Captain Stefano Rivera because he was a military man too.
Thank you for dedicating me a little bit of your time. A very warm welcome back. Welcome home, as I will always address you. We really hope that you will find and you'll feel at home with us for the entire time that you are sailing with us. We hope that you find this beautiful ship, Star Princess, yes, our white lady and your white lady, your home. We trust that ourselves, myself and the entire ship crew made you feel at home. You are indeed the most important people on board. Every passenger is on board is important indeed. Each and every one of the 2,800. But you, as the repeating one, are even more important because 50 years ago we started with one small ship the Princess Patricia as the Princess Cruises. And when we started, we really didn't know our venture, where it was going, where it was heading, how it would have ended up. And actually it ended up in a wonderful way. End up with a magnificent fleet of ships, a wonderful enterprise, and only because of you. Your support, the fact that you are enjoying, the fact that you are coming back to cruise with us more and more and more again. And not only with the same company, not only with Princess Cruises, but what is also very rewarding, with the same ship, and many times with the same people. Sometimes you cruise because on board there are crew members, regardless if they are officers or regular crew members, whether if it is the captain or the person that works in the restaurant or in the crew staff or in the accommodation, you name it. But because you know that specific person, you come back more and more because you feel at home with friends on board. And that's what we want. So once again, thank you. Once again, please give yourself a big round of applause. You are really the important one. Thank you. And talking about applause, ladies and gentlemen, there is another important group on board that I will, in my 27 years of service with Princess Cruises, and indeed 39 years at sea of my life, always recognize. They are the 1,100 officer and crew on board. Because you see, ladies and gentlemen, myself as the officer in command of the ship, as they term in the merchant marine, the master or the commanding officer on military ships, I can only get the results of the hard work of them. And many times I have moment of glory, as I call, moment right now, where I get a beautiful round of applause, I got a moment to speak to you, which I consider a privilege, and be told and confirm how you enjoy. Well, really the credit doesn't go to me. The credit goes to the entire ship's company. And they deserve from you and from me a big acknowledge and a big round of applause, ladies and gentlemen, for the ship's company. Thank you. Thank you, because many of them are behind the scene. They never get the opportunity to be acknowledged. And believe me, they work very hard and they are very committed. They are the one who make, as I always say, this dream to come true. But probably I spoke too long. I'm not very professional in public speeches. I should leave the field to the professional one. I want to leave you with a motto from the Italian Navy. You see from my uniform I have some naval insignia, as I did serve for some time in the Italian Navy, and my family goes back to the Italian Navy to 1862. So we have a bit of a tradition there. But I want to leave you with a motto in Latin language which says Nauta pro nautis. If I adapt that to us here, I want to say that myself, all my officer and crew, we love to sail the ship for all of you who sail with us and love to sail with us. Ladies and gentlemen, grazie and arrivederci. Thank you.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, it gives us great pleasure to introduce
Mauricio welcomed us to dinner with open arms. It was my birthday that we were celebrating that night, so there was lots of goodies and presents. It was very fun.
John, Rodell, and Mauricio went over the top to wish Diane a happy birthday. About 100 times they came by and say, "Oh, have I wished you happy birthday yet?" What a dinner. This was something special that they made for us because they know we love grilled vegetables.
1, 2, 3. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Diane. Happy birthday to you.
Now, he's going to do a version in Spanish.
Let's hear it.
Feliz cumpleaños a ti. Feliz cumpleaños a... No, para the real. Esas son las mañanitas que cantaba el rey David. Hoy por ser día de mi madre, las cantamos despierta de mi tierra. Feliz cumpleaños, Diana.
Anybody who's been on Princess Cruise know that they have a special cake they give you, but this one the crew made for her, special for her. I've never seen one like this before. Then after a big meal, we had all these desserts. Oh, what a birthday.
It was a truly special day.
Then we went back to the room and got ready and went out for some more entertainment.
Dave and Aloha were playing in Wheelhouse Bar that night. Here's Linda winning one of the ship's trivia games.
The captain and I in deep discussion. A little birthday cake before swimming. Breakfast in the dining room the next morning. Look at David's big mug.
The game of choice for this trip was sequence. We got into it.
Before dinner, classical music in the atrium. Tonight was Italian night. There's Mauricio making some spaghetti. After dinner, more fun. Time for some dancing with the accent band.
It doesn't matter. You're singing down to the dance floor. That's right. That's all it is.
cute little photographer Junie that we've had on many voyages. Oh no, do I have to eat lobster and tiger shrimp again?
Here's Madison and I on the last formal night. Everybody's just a little bit more relaxed by this point in the cruise, and the Hawaiian formal wear is so nice.
A little classical music on the promenade. The Mexican Coast Guard met us on the way into Ensenada, and so did that big seal.
The ship always stops in a foreign port. That allows us to be duty-free for what we purchase when we're away on our trip.
And it also allows the ship to have gambling. One of the things I did is bought some Cokes for our servers, and Mexican Cokes, they really enjoy it.
We went to trivia game that night with Chase. He's fun to listen to. His accent is always just a tease.
Go through them again?
No, I'm not going through them again. Just leave me alone. The self-esteem is plummeting miserably. Option A, the river horse is a hippopotamus. Number 12, the adult panda must spend C's 10 to 16 hours.
From trivia to music and back to trivia again.
Used to be Barbie's daughter. Okay, so before we go on to the panel here, ladies and gentlemen, for all of you, just to recap, Kat says she used to sell wigs. Basil used to work in the film industry, or film, and Madison used to be Barbie's daughter. Abby's daughter. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, I'm now going to come on to the audience.
And then back to music again.
You got light us with up in here like this. Everybody, that's right.
Breakfast and then Zumba.
Working for the man every night and day, and I never lost 1 minute of sleep, and I was worried about the way that things might have been. Big wheels keep on turning, ooh, the proud Mary keep on burning, and we're rolling, yeah.
Then we went and played bingo, and some guy called bingo before his time. He had to do the chicken dance.
Yeah, no, it's 2 of them. But now that you are here, you know there's some times in life that smells like chicken. Yeah. Tastes like chicken. Yeah, you need 2 lines to win. But now you have to win the privilege of dancing in front of all these beautiful people, the chicken dance. So stay there, I'll be back in a second.
This is Fab, one of the cruise directors. He's a lot of fun.
loves this one.
They always have Baked Alaska on the last night. Here is the Baked Alaska Parade.
Working very, very hard backstage. We're going to introduce you our cooks and galley teams in the Chef's Parade. Come on, make some noise.
Here comes our fabulous chefs. Dinners are always special on the ship.
Believe it or not, these guys plate 30,000 meals a day.
But the best ships are relationships, and may they always be. Ladies and gentlemen, in the count of 3, salute! 1, 2, 3, salute! All right, so there we go.
Look at these fabulous desserts. I mean, they're just not plain ordinary. On the last night of our cruise, we celebrated Linda's upcoming birthday.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, Linda. Happy birthday to you.
Again, our table wait staff went over the top to make it a special celebration for her. The concert pianist that night was truly phenomenal. Following that, the crew put on a phenomenal farewell show for us. It was all out.
Here's David having fun playing with the balloons. And when I say the crew's putting on the shows, I'm not talking about the talent. I'm talking about these are the cooks, the engine men, and all the people that work on this ship. They take their time from work to put these shows on for us. If you're lucky, they have one of these on each cruise. And I think they're absolutely the best.
This round of applause, Robert, an amazing Star Princess Orchestra. Thank you so much. Now, I have to let you know, if we'd have known 2 weeks ago all it took to entertain you was a balloon, we would have given you all one as you walked up the gangway, ladies and gentlemen. Well, welcome along to the International Cruise Show tonight. It is a great pleasure to see so many of you here. We've got some very nervous crew members backstage who are going to come and tread the boards tonight and entertain you, ladies and gentlemen. I need to know, first of all, are you going to be kind to them? Are you going to be nice? Now, I have to let you know also they're all very nervous and nobody wanted to go first. None of them. So I decided, being the nice guy that I am, to move straight on to the second act tonight, ladies and gentlemen. It works. Ladies and gentlemen, please put your hands together for Roberto! Now, first of all, I'm going to tell everybody where you're from.
I'm from Philippines.
From the Philippines. Very good. Very good. And what do you do here on board?
I'm working here in Prrincess production.
So this is one of the guys you never get to see. We affectionately call them the Men in Black, because they blend in this place. And how long have you worked for us here at Princess Cruises?
This is my 9th year.
9 years. Nice contract. And so you must have been on many ships.
Yes.
So bearing in mind the captain's at the back of the room right now, which is your favorite ship?
Star Princess.
Star Princess!
Pass by her window, I saw the flickering shadows of love on her life. She was my woman. I see this evening what's coming out of my mind. Why, Delilah?
I'm from the Philippines.
From the Philippines? I think we've got all of the talented people from the Philippines on board the Star Princess right now. Just seen them. What do you do here on board?
I'm a first commis chef. And, I'm one of the cooks who used to prepare real foods all the time.
So, he's been cooking for you for the past 2 weeks, ladies and gentlemen. Now, how long have you worked at Princess Cruises?
This is my third contract.
Third, so how many ships?
3 ships.
3 ships? So 3 different ships?
Yes, sir.
And captain's at the back. Which one's your favourite?
Sorry, Captain.
The what? Star Princess?
Yes.
Okay, I'm glad you said that. That's a good job. Okay. That's very good. And tonight, what are you going to do for us?
I'm going to sing a song. It's called I'm Not the Only One.
And who's it by?
By Sam Smith.
Okay, very good. So ladies and gentlemen, please put your hands together. Mechanics.
These are my kind of guys, the guys that run the engine room. I was an engineman in the Coast Guard. Well, there was a lot more, but got to stop somewhere. And of course, before we leave the ship, we have to go dancing, and I asked them to play one of my favorite ship songs, Dock of the Bay.
All right, thank you so much. All right, yeah. Hey, sitting in the morning sun, I'll be sitting when
I sure do love dancing with my sweetheart.
watching the ships roll in. Thank you very much. And I watch them roll away again. Yeah, I'm just sitting on the dock of the bay, watching the tides roll away. Ooh, I'm just sitting on the dock of the bay, wasting time. I left my home in St. Lucia, headed for San Francisco Bay. Yeah, 'cause I've had nothing to leave for. Yeah, look like nothing's gonna come my way. So now I'm just sitting on the dock of the bay, watching the tides roll away. Ooh, I'm just sitting on the dock of the bay, wasting time. Look like nothing's gonna change. Everything still remains the same. I can't do what they didn't tell me to do, but I guess I'll remain the same. I'm sitting here resting my bones, and this loneliness will leave me alone. Yeah, 2,000 miles I've roamed just to make the soul of my home. So now I'm just sitting on the dock of the bay, watching the tide roll away. Ooh, I'm just sitting on the dock of the bay, wasting time. Look like nothing's gonna change. Everything still remains the same. I can't do what people tell me to do, so I guess I'll remain the same. Sitting here resting my home, and the loneliness will leave me alone. Yeah, I go 1,000 miles I roam just to make the shore of my home. So now I'm just sitting on the dock of the bay, watching the tide roll away. Ooh, just sitting on the dock of the bay, wasting time. Ooh, just sitting on the dock of the bay, wasting time. Ooh, sitting on the dock of the bay, wasting time. Ooh, sitting on the dock of the bay, wasting time.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to keep the request going. We also have a request for 4 tops. I'm not sure if we have 3 or 5 tops, but we'll try this one. It's called Same Old Song.
I didn't know we have put it in here. You said 4 cups. Hit it!
Ladies and gentlemen, the Accent Band. They were a fantastic band. This was our first cruise with them, and I hope to get them again.
You're sweet as a honeybee, like a honeybee sings. You're gonna let my heart beat for the left. It's a favorite song, the one we dance to all night long. You're just a pretty, sweet memory of a tender love that you
at all the luggage these women can pack. Fantastic 25-day trip. This is the back of David's truck. I mean, this was an absolutely fantastic trip, and thank you so much, Princess Cruises and Star Princess.